Hello and welcome everybody. This is Amateur News Today, May 11th, 2021. I'm John, and today we're going to talk about a few headlines that we consider news here in the Southeast. You have news in Talladega, you have news in Carolina with trucks trying to squat, and Florida man meets his alligator. Stay tuned. I believe it's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. As anyone who grew up in the South knows, NASCAR is king, with Talladega being one of the most storied tracks, and this week's first story starts at that particular track. According to ABC News, on Saturday, May 15th, people aged 16 and older who choose to be COVID tested and or vaccinated, they will get the opportunity to drive their car or truck around the 2.66-mile track at the Talladega Motor Speedway. This event is sponsored by the Talladega Speedway, the Alabama National Guard, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the CDC Foundation, and the Alabama Department of Public Health. That is a lot of government agencies sponsoring you the opportunity to drive around a NASCAR track. In the article, it says that drivers and their passengers will be able to take 2 laps behind a pace car at highway speed, including the famous 33-degree high bank turn. Now, I don't know what they consider to be highway speeds. I don't know if that's supposed to be, you can be legally driving 70 miles an hour. Or is it, how fast can I get my speed on a highway? So if my car has a regulator at, say, 150 miles an hour, and I'm doing that speed on a highway, that's a highway speed. However, according to the article, you were supposed to follow behind a pace car that's going to be on the track. So however fast the pace car is going to go is how fast you're allowed to go. My opinion on this is a neat way to get people to actively get themselves involved in getting a shot and tested for COVID. The issue is going to be, I know people from the Southeast, and once they get on that track, they're going to probably look at it like, how often am I ever going to be able to drive on this track? This may be my one shot to be Dale Earnhardt, and they're going to floor it. And they're probably going to try to race the pace car and probably race themselves into the wall. We're going to see how this plays out. But for now, there are release forms that allow you to be able to get your shot, your vaccine, and drive the track. So if you haven't gotten your shot yet and you're looking for a little motivation, well, Talladega's got you covered this weekend. I'm going to link it down below, so best of luck to you if you do it. And if you are able to get on the track, you see this video, please comment down below what the experience was like. I really want to know. I've been to the Daytona track and I've seen the banks. They're nutty, so tell us what it was like. Our next story comes from WNCT9 out of North Carolina, and we're going to talk about getting your trucks tricked out. Growing up down here, I have seen a lot of trucks with giant swamper tires, to the point where they almost look like monster trucks and you need a ladder to get into it. But now there's this thing called the Carolina Squat, which is something I had never heard of before. And apparently the Carolina Squat has gotten so bad that North Carolina is introducing a bill to ban the Carolina Squat. So what exactly is the Carolina Squat? The way it's defined in the article is the Carolina Squat is an aftermarket modification when someone buys a lift kit for their personal truck and only installs about half of it, leaving something out. And what you wind up with is where the hood is up high and the butt of the truck is basically dragging the ground. It's deemed to be bad because A, you can't see over the hood, and B, you're robbing the transmission of lubrication, and C, when driving the vehicle, you're actually getting airflow underneath the vehicle, which makes it even more unstable because I guess cool. Anyways, Google Trends show in the last year, more and more people search for Carolina Squat and squatted truck. And now, like I said, the bill is making its way through the North Carolina General Assembly to put an end to the trend. And what the bill would do is prohibit drivers from elevating their vehicles more than 3 inches above the manufacturer's height in the front and 2 inches below in the back. If you don't have a clear line of vision, that's a major safety. So if you are one of these people who have your truck looking like this as it goes, I don't get it. Please comment down below and tell me what I'm missing, because raising your truck up, fine. You're going out in the woods. You got to get over logs, big holes, ditches. Gotcha. The high-speed boat in the water look, I don't get. Please comment down. Please, I have to know if you have the butt end of your truck dragging the ground. Share with us. Tell us why. Let the world in on the secret because the rest of us, we don't get it. And then our last story comes from the Huffington Post, where you can't consider yourself a true Floridian until this happens. A Florida fisherman's efforts came to an abrupt end when he almost became the catch of the day himself. Footage posted on YouTube shows 22-year-old Tommy Lee fishing for tarpon in the Everglades on Saturday when an alligator emerged from the water. "Oh, Jesus Christ," he says as the gator approaches. Then, to make matters worse, Lee falls as he's trying to flee away from the gator. Unfortunately, the gator held back and, after a tense standoff, returned to the water. But the fisherman called it a day. Says, "I'm out of here. Screw that." But what was funny that the article left out that the video does not is after he falls down, he gets back up and he stares the alligator down. And in true alligator fashion, the alligator goes, "Okay, let's go," and charges him. To which he then tries to run away. And then the gator goes, "Man, I don't have time for that. I'm a water guy. You're a land. Get out of here." And so the gator turns around, walks back, kaboosh, right back. And it makes that sound kaboosh as he goes into the water. If you're not from the southeast, you really don't know that experience. If you're going for a jog in the woods, maybe along a creek or a river, or you're fishing on a lake, or basically any body of fresh water, you're going to see an alligator. And for my favorite quote regarding seeing an alligator, this came from Gatorland's Savannah Bone. "First of all, you need to watch every body of water, your bathtub, your swimming pool, your backyard pond, your mud puddles that your kids play in. Anywhere an alligator might be found right now because alligators are on the run, especially the smaller ones that are easier to hide. The big bull alligators are pushing all the little ones out because they want all the ladies to themselves." But yeah, if you're a Florida person or anybody in the southeast who's randomly come across an alligator or been surprised by an alligator, please comment down below. I would like to hear your story. The craziest one I have is when I was jogging and there was a creek that goes under a road and an alligator popped out of the water at the side of the road as I was jogging. Now, he was a couple of feet away, but it was still startling enough to almost make me fall, but I kept my balance and I sped up. Who knew I could run that fast? I didn't know that I was Olympic caliber, but put an alligator behind me, I'm winning a gold. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. This is Amateur News Today. I'm John. Take care and have a good night.